What's going on, Broncos country? We back with a special episode. My other counterpart, Broncos Bro's dad, could not be here tonight. He's been working, putting in that work, you know. So tonight, we're going to give you a special episode. I'm going to have the Mile High Outcast on, and we're going to talk Broncos, baby. But first, do you even Broncos, bro?
Touchdowns and tackles, our spirits are high. From the mile-high cheers, we reach for the sky. Analyze instead, every week we grind. Passions in our hearts, leave no fan behind. The heart of the game, let's make it clear. Do you even Broncos, bro? You know we here. Do you even Broncos, bro, when we hit that field? Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know.
What up?
What's going on? What's going on? I got the Outcast out here, my high Outcast, TimDawg and Medlock.
Yes, sir. Thank you for
having us. How you guys doing this evening?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having us on. I know Dak was out doing legit work. You know, you got to make that paper when you can. So I appreciate you having us on.
Of course.
Yeah. Shout out Dak, man. We'll fill in for you this week. You know, it takes two of us to fill in that one spot. But I'm happy to be here, man. Just getting out of work to myself and getting on and, you know, ready to talk some sports with you.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure having you guys on. I'm excited. We should all be excited. You know, we got the 8-2 Broncos sitting atop the AFC West with a big game upcoming. Big game, you know. We'll get into all that, you know. So first off, I just want to appreciate y'all for being here, of course. And I'll give a shout out real quick to our first commenter, Keith Bergman.
What's up, Keith?
What up, Keith?
Blue Crew, what's going on, baby? But you know our famous saying, you know, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You know, we're gonna be out here. Like, share, and subscribe. We already gave out the jersey, but keep subscribing. We'll have future giveaways most likely. So we appreciate you. Follow us on X, YouTube, all the good stuff. And we're getting a little preview for the Mile High Outcast Thursday nights. They're going to be popping off, finally getting their Mano y Mano debut show this coming Thursday. So make sure you follow them in on Thursdays, Mondays and Friday, Orange and Blue Talk. You know, of course, Broncos Bros.
Broncos Bros.
Tonight, you know, Monday, your favorite night.
All of our favorites.
Yeah, it's the best time. You know, Mondays are good when the Broncos Bros are on. So, you know, we could be good. You know, shout out Jay Weaver and Johnny. Nothing rhymes. You got Dog and JT on Wednesdays. We got a slander of shows here. I gotta hang out here. Outcast on Thursdays. Look at that. My High Outcast. Look at them on the schedule now. Make sure you check out Broncos. And then all the pregame, postgame, all that good stuff, play-by-play. You guys make sure you tune in for that stuff. And real quick shout out, we're going to give a shout out Dubby. Dubby, get you a dub. Get you a dub on these Sundays, these Mondays, these Thursdays. You know, if you're a Broncos fan, you've been getting many dubs. It's a great energy supplement. A lot of positives to it, you know. None of those fillers, no calories. We'll shout out OBN10, get you 10% off, and you know, catch you a W. You know, we can never be upset about a W. So now that we're out of the woodworks here, I just want to say, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling at this about this 8-2 Broncos team?
I'm gonna let Joe go first.
So I would be feeling a lot better if our offense could put up 14 points or more a game. I would be, feeling pretty dang good. I'd be like, man, we can go into the playoffs right now. We'd be able to, hold our own. But to be honest, I know our defense is going to be there. But what offense is going to show up and what kind of play calls is Sean Payton going to call on the sideline? So it's just that's where I'm always hesitant, just because that offense is is not, it's not coming together and it's just not producing.
Absolutely. I can definitely agree on
Still
some.
optimistic though. Still optimistic because of our defense.
All right. And Tim, how you feeling?
So on my point, it's me and Joe went to the game, so it was lit, right? The atmosphere, from tailgating to running into family, friends that you haven't seen in forever. I mean, I ran into at least 10 people, you know what I mean, that were true, blood and family. What the game was garbage. Game was garbage. I am not feeling comfortable if we can't. Look what we did against Dallas, right? We opened it up. We got there, and everyone's hyped about the Raiders. We're gonna go in there and get it, and we didn't succeed. Offensively, we didn't do anything but 10-7. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. 10-7. But dude, it's ridiculous the way we're playing right now, dude. There's no excuse for it. We're gonna, like you just said, KC. That's gonna be a topic for tonight, and KC they might be number 3 in the AFC West, but they look the hungriest right now, to tell you the truth. Because San Diego didn't look all that great. You know what I mean? A lot of penalty calls that
LA
called. Oh yeah, I do that. But you get what I'm saying. So yeah, so I'm not feeling all that great going into the KC game.
Absolutely. No, I agree. I would say I'm hoping that some takes that I heard today is a coworker of mine was talking about Cody Rorick, and I had told him that I had him on the show on the podcast, so I was plugging, all that. And he was like, "No way, that's cool." But he was talking about how he was saying maybe we've been holding back. Maybe Sean knows that this first slate of games was going to be winnable games without revealing too much, because that first big game is coming up against Kansas City. This is the hump that everybody wants to see us get over. It's being the Eagles was that first step, right? Eagles was our first big test, Super Bowl champions from the year past, but we have not beat that Chiefs starter team. We still have not beat them. We might have ended the streak. We might have did all this, but we lost on that stupid blocked field goal. We beat the brakes off of their backups in the last week of the season. We still have not proven that we are going to be contenders, as a lot of the segments have been throughout the weeks. How can we call ourselves contenders if we have yet to dethrone the 9 straight AFC West champion? You know what I mean? So this, in my mind, is our biggest game and will be the biggest game of the season to determine where we're at as a football team. Are we contenders? Can we go on? Or are we just going to be a playoff team, maybe one and done again?
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, I mean, KC, they're going to come in hungry. They need all the wins they can get, and especially division wins. So like I said, I know our defense is going to show up. What are we going to have for that defense? I mean, they're not as good as they have been, but they're still formidable defense, and our offense struggles with anybody's defense. We didn't, like I said, me and Tim were at the game last week, and it was hard to watch at times, but it was funner because we were at the game. But still, the same thing. It's just, man, like all the boos and everything from the 3 and outs. Just we can't have that many 3 and outs and just expect to keep doing, what we're doing. It's sometime at some time it's going to run out, and I guess against good teams like KC, it's going to be a good test.
Well, like what George was saying, like last year when we beat them with all their backups in, and how many people were mad about that? Oh, you're giving them playoff bound, like that shouldn't be fair. But in all honesty, what team hasn't done that in the past? Let's get that out of the way. But like we went in there, but the blocked field goal, if you remember the previous time we played, we should have beat them already. So the way I feel is like the Broncos play at their own the opposing team's caliber, right? Like that's what we play at. Like we don't play better, we don't play worse. Like it's like back and forth. So I'm not scared of KC if we can get a design together, a scheme together that benefits Bo Nix, not targeting Franklin nonstop. Get Sutton and Ingram in this. Hand off the ball to Dobbins. Don't just discard it. Oh, it worked for a quarter. Now let's try something else, and they're full. No, because then everybody knows you're just not going to hand off the ball. So if we can get a legitimate game scheme plan going into effect, I'm more than confident we can beat the Chiefs. But it's going to be a coaching issue because Andy Reid can definitely outcoach Sean Payton as of this week. That is. So that's how I feel.
No, that's a great take. That's a great take, and everything you said is pretty much just facts. Is we have a long way to go before we'll know if we're going to be able to step up. And I just want to give a little bit of flowers here. We're going to go into an early segment here. My first flowers, because of what you're saying. My first flowers go to Dak. My brother, my Broncos bro that ain't here. Shout out Dak. Shout out Fanatic Dak. He was doing his stat work earlier and had sent me a big old list. Essentially, every team that won this weekend all went over 100 yards rushing, all rushed the ball over 23 times. And you'll know the only team that didn't do
that. Let me get
the Denver Broncos. We're the only team that won that this week that did not rush the ball for 100 yards or more than 20 times. Like, why is the whole trend of the NFL everybody's feeding the rock, getting all these great games? Jonathan Taylor, shout out Tim Spencer.
I knew you were going to name that.
You had him. You got Devon A. Chan. Shout out my fantasy team. Like, you got literally a bunch of running backs going off this week, all going off. And even if it's a collective group. But here we are. It's supposed to be a top 3 seed, and we can't run the ball. And that's not going to cut it. That's just not going to cut it. So that's why I appreciate, and the flowers go to Dak for bringing that up, because it's a great take on what we're lacking as an offense and as a team.
Well, flowers to Dak for that, because I didn't know that. But at the same time, it's not we can't run the ball, is that we don't run the ball. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give Dobbins way more involved.
Yeah, there was another stat I seen today that Dobbins has the same amount of rushing yards as 2005 Mike Anderson, and I was trying to look at the rushing attempts, but I know the attempts are not even going to be close because Sean Payton just forgets about the running game and starts doing crazy things like the third and one, and you call a double pass. Like, that is.
Did you see George head shake? He's like, he already knew.
Bro, I was screaming.
Oh, you
I
should do
was
that.
screaming at the TV, and I should not have been. Screaming at the TV, and I should not have been screaming.
At the game, it was so crazy.
Oh
Like that,
yeah. Oh yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah,
But that level of play calling that's not even high school level play calling, dude. That's like middle school or
that's
Pee Wee.
Pee Wee.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
horrible.
elementary, before first grade level football. Why are you showing off when
Yeah.
you're not even winning the game?
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
beating the brakes off of them 35-14. You don't even know if you're going to win this game. And on 3rd and 1, you got an offensive line that loves to run block. You know, I
Yeah.
won't say they're the best offensive line there, but I'd say they're probably a top 5 run blocking offensive line. They're pretty fucking good when they're in the trenches.
Yeah,
And you
So-
throw the ball 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
to try to
You'll
throw.
double pass.
So since we're on the flowers, I'm gonna give my flowers. Since he went to Dak, we're not gonna go Colorado. So I'm gonna go Jonathan Taylor, 46 in my fantasy.
49.
I got Garrett Wilson
Right.
went down 0 points, and yeah, Jonathan carried my team to a victory. So me and George are tied. We'll see what the points come out after tonight. But I got to give my flowers to the best running back in the league. What do you guys think about him?
He's playing good. I don't like to toot the horn of the
83-yard
other players,
touchdown?
but he's running.
JT's a beast, bro. He's always been. Jonathan Taylor's been a fucking certified dog in the fucking. Even when that O line was trash, he was still fucking running over all these teams. So like, hats off to JT. Flowers to JT because he's a nasty
Flowers
runner.
there.
Yeah, it's nice. He's a good running back for sure.
All right,
Who's
so I
your
guess I'll
flowers,
give my-
Joe?
Yeah, I'll give my flowers. First, I'm gonna shout out Michael here. That's who my flowers are going to. Alex Singleton. He's definitely was a warrior and knew his diagnosis and still went out there and played and said, I need this one more game. And he even did the balls dance. He knew it was coming up. That's how much of a dog he is. So it was if that hadn't happened, it would have been Tillman for getting another interception as a lineman. So yeah, but Alex Singleton, hopefully speedy recovery and everything goes right and he's back to help us in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that one. I love that
one. Yeah, because I just had a surgery as well.
I didn't want to mention it.
So I feel for Singleton.
Not that there's anything wrong
It's
with
more
that, yeah.
expensive than me. But to the comments, we got Jay Weaver here. Jay himself.
What's up, Jay?
Look at
What up,
these
Jay?
ballers, he said, bros. We love us some Jay. Love us some Jay. Johnny's here. He said, holy shit, it's the Outcast Bros.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That mix and mesh, Jay said, Andy Reid's about to get his hamburgers taken away by the nastiness of Cooper and Benito. Cue the Kermit the Frog tears. We serving up some Miss Piggy, all right?
Good one, Jay.
Looks like bacon. Keith said, do the Broncos need to prove something in this game or is a win a win? In this game, I'd say a little bit of both.
I thought you were gonna say 6-7.
7.
For me, getting a win is proving something, because
Yeah.
we have to be able to beat good teams, and if we could beat KC, even if it's here, we have to be able to beat these good teams. So that's proven enough. A win is a proven enough.
The problem I
You
see.
pick up the Raiders. I'll go.
Everybody's going to see. Imagine that it's going to be the same type of game we've been seeing. Very ugly, but the defense is also killing it. Ugly on both sides, and we find a way to win. At that point,
Yeah, but you
I'm gonna
can't
say
keep
we
doing
did-
that week to week. You can't keep doing that.
No. But because we beat the Chiefs, that is the prove. The prove it is if we win this game, it's a prove it, no matter what. That's my main point for the whole segment of the show is that this is the prove it week. This is it. We have not beat the Chiefs. They are their guys. They got Rashee Rice back. They got their guys. We got our guys. We're all majority healthy. It's time to put up or shut up. It's time to put up or shut up.
Most definitely.
Finish him off. Can Sean Payton get out of his ego and actually call a game plan in favor of our players to make plays?
Yes.
So great question, Keith. Great question. Michael said the Broncos ownership replaced the field before the Kansas City Chiefs game. They sure did. They did replace the field. That's nice. 4 runs for Dobbins in the first half. Where would Dobbins be if he committed to the run game?
Yes, and in that second, all 4 of them rushing attempts were in the first quarter. The second quarter, there was only 1 rushing attempt, and they went to Harvey. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh, dude. Sean Payton, run the damn ball. Run the gosh dang ball.
But he was looking nice in the first quarter. It wasn't like he just went away because he
had 3 carries on the first drive for 24 yards.
Yeah.
That's 8 yards a carry. And then you don't hand them the ball again.
It wasn't like he was not running in because he wasn't doing good. He just stopped. How do you justify that as the head coach? And I'm gonna say this again. I said this on Broncos Bros weeks and weeks ago. Have you ever seen Sean Payton not be aggressive when he was with the Saints? What's the difference here, guys? What's the difference of his play calling here compared to New Orleans?
Year 2, year 1 guys relying on not a lot of experience. That's the main difference. I would say
I get it.
But the draft they had, that when they got all their good players, right? Kamara, Demario Davis, Michael Thomas, all those guys came out in that same draft class. They had a freaking jackpot. He was able to transition them so well because he only had those guys to teach the playbook. Everybody else already knew it. You still have 3rd, 2nd, 1st year guys all learning the playbook. Besides Cortland, right? Cortland's probably the vet, understands it the most. Bo is year 2. Granted, Bo's nice, but he's taking on a lot, and I don't think he's picking it up. He's panicking in the pocket. He's getting flustered. He's getting out of rhythm with his feet.
I will say Crosby was on him, dude. Crosby was.
Oh yeah, I mean, Crosby's nasty. All right, we'll give some flowers to Crosby. He's a beast. Bro. He's a beast. Can't go wrong. You're gonna have trouble, but we should still be able to do a little bit more, in my opinion.
And maybe even this week, that we got a block punt. Maybe our special teams will show up again in some kind of way. Whether it be another block, a nice kick return, nice punt return. We'll see.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be hopeful on pick sixes and special teams. Our offense needs to be putting those points up. Those are good points. I'll take them all day.
Yeah.
We don't even have any pick sixes.
We haven't had. I don't know if we've had them all year yet.
We don't have a pick 6.
Yeah. And I keep but
even everyone keeps saying we can have a pick 6 or maybe the special teams. To me, that's just coddling the offense. Get it together. And let's not rely on a pick 6 or special teams.
I wouldn't want to say they need to rely on it. I just think it could be a spark for them. It could be some to kind of get the offense going. Whatever it is. I don't know what we need, but
you know what it is. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Marvin Hims needs to come back. And make that sport.
On the case, he might be
back this week. And Marvin Hims will make that difference because it will not be some nobody. I don't even know his name. He needs to not be back there. Wes Welker wannabe ass. He
For
does
George
not
not
need
to know that.
to.
For George not to know the name, nobody fucking knows the name.
Yeah,
It's Bandy. It's Bandy.
I know, but I just don't care. Okay,
I know.
Gamby,
No, I get it.
Sandy,
I totally get it.
Blandy, maybe Blandy, because his game is bland. He has no game. Get him out of there. Marvin Hims needs to come back. That's why I put the jersey on tonight, because that was going to be my hot take. He comes back and he gives us that spark on special teams. Boomer.
Oh,
He's giving you some help, George.
who's number one?
Oh yeah. Oh, bro. He's in
Who's number
rotation.
one?
The Denver Broncos.
OHIO.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how else we do. That's good. Do you guys want some rapid fire questions?
Let's go.
Whatever you want, my brother.
Out here, should be on fire. Yeah, should be on fire. On fire.
All right. Rapid fire. Who is going to make the difference in the Kansas City game on our offense? Who's going to make the big play? Who's going to show up the most? I want to know.
J.K. Dobbins. If he gets 12 plus carries, he should be able to break a couple of them. If he gets up to 15, I mean, that should definitely be a win for us. And if he gets over 75 yards.
So I'm gonna rapid fire this. Dobbins, definitely, I'll agree with that. But I'm gonna take it one step further. As soon as Dobbins gets going, they got to look for Ingram to be open. Because if they're worried about the rush, Ingram has enough talent to run these routes. But Bo needs to be able to see where Ingram's at and not panic and run out of the pocket. I'll tell you right now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm telling you what should happen. Ingram should be the offensive player of the week, at least for the Broncos. Maybe not the whole NFL, but at least for the Broncos of the AFC, because he's open. So we need to involve Ingram.
Okay. I like it. And I'll, follow that up with it's going to be Bo Nix. It's that put up or shut up game. Last time we went toe to toe with the starters, he outplayed the hell out of Patrick Mahomes, and we lost in a blocked field goal. So I expect something similar, where he's going to come in and Bo's going to get into that fourth quarter mode all game, and he's going to have a day. But I don't necessarily mean that it's going to be a day that we blow them out. I think it'll still be a tight, tough game, but I think he'll outplay Patrick Mahomes, and it'll be Bo Nix that is going to solidify himself as that QB1.
Well, can I ask you a question about fourth quarter, Bo? Where was he at in the Raiders' fourth quarter?
He was non-existent for a game finally, But let's say he did drive us to get a field goal.
Okay, I'll give him that, but I'm just asking. Like, we all thought Bo was.
We didn't put up 18 points or 33 points in the fourth. We didn't do anything crazy, but he was able to sustain drives, and especially the last drive in the Raiders game, because that was probably the most important. Because if you don't get a first down, if you don't convert those, you give the ball back to them, anything can happen. So the last drive of the game, I would say, is literally fourth quarter Bo, because he didn't have to score. He just had to make sure we could run out the clock.
No, I get that.
But it wasn't prolific scoring Bo, right?
Yeah.
But I think this would be a more take care of the ball Bo, which is, going to come down to our team, really. Guys catching the ball, not getting those bad breaks, pass off the shoulder pads, stuff like that. But it'll be interesting. But I believe you could say.
I think we all do.
I thought you said go, Bo, go.
We got some good comments on these.
Yeah, Michael came in and said, took 3 years for Sean Payton in New Orleans. Exactly.
And he had Drew Brees.
Sean Payton could draft another QB as a Broncos head coach. No. He's not drafting another QB.
No.
Bones is good.
We got a backup ready to go. If that's the
Needs
case you want.
220 rushing yards for 1,000. He has 772. Hey, that's not bad. 9 games in. 10 games in. Or
Imagine if you ran him more. Imagine how many more yards he would
Imagine.
have. Like, come on. Let's just be real. That's a great stat, but we're not getting out of Dobbins of what we need, not because of Dobbins, because of Sean Payton.
Three sacks by Benito or 3 overall TDs by Bo Nix. So I'm gonna go 3 sacks by Benito, of course, because we're going for that DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year. Bo Nix, maybe he has 2 touchdowns, but that just means J.K. Dobbins or R.J. Harvey have rushing touchdowns, and he doesn't need to have 3.
I would say the Bonick, let's put some points up. Defense is already solid. I would like to see both, but I'd rather have the 3 by both.
I'd rather have the 3 by Bo too, but same thing like you were saying, George. 3 sacks by Benito would do us good too, So
3 sacks by Benito sounds like a great time, because how many other sacks do we have? Because we have several guys that can get sacks. So Benito got 3. I'm talking that's a 6-7 sack game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can we just go? Let's just do it both. 3-3.
3-3. No.
Yeah.
All right. I'm tired of this because Rob. I'm gonna tell you, Rob. Jaleel. I've given up Sean Payton's ability to evaluate running backs.
If you bring
It's the one thing he does not know what he's doing is with the running back room. He found 2 guys. He doesn't even know how to use them. And the third guy, why is he there?
Here's a guy.
Tyler Day is exactly what you use. He should be sprayed up people's bungholes because he's straight booty garbage. Get him off the field. Jaleel would be amazing. And Bidace should be off the team. Cut him.
You can't even say that because they don't utilize their first 2 running backs. So how do you make an opinion about the third?
Because the third wouldn't drop the ball or dance around and just do nothing every time he's on the field. He's just as bad as a pass blocker.
You're kidding me.
Just as bad in pass pro. I watch him get blown up, miss blocks all week. It's been 10 games, brother. He's trash. Get him off the field. I'll stand by it. Clip it and send it to him, please.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
Oh man, I got to. We're gonna go with a. What do you guys?
Let's go dark horse.
I was thinking about the same thing, but I'm loading it up. So all right, we're gonna go dark horse. Oh, actually, flowers. No, I picked the Saints. I picked the Saints. My dark horse was right. Yours was wrong. You lost.
Yep.
Barely in overtime.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah.
And I got the Texans. So, yep.
Texans? Yep. Me and Joe, we know what we're talking about.
2 in a row now. 2 weeks in a row.
Who did Dak pick?
No. I thought Falcons were going to pull it off, That was a good game.
Dak had picked the Commanders.
Yeah, it was
and the Commanders didn't do it either.
Yeah.
So on that note, we'll hit some dark horse.
Watch me win, watch me win, watch me win, watch me win, watch me win.
All right, all right. So we need week 11. I'm not ready for that at all.
He's like, I'm just letting everyone know.
Just letting you know, yeah, I have no idea what's happening. So we're going here. There we go. I'm going to share.
Anytime, George.
Here you go. Thursday Night Football, Jets, Pats. No thanks. Commanders, Dolphins. We got Panthers, Falcons, Bucks, Bills, Chargers, Jags, Bears, Vikings, Packers, Giants, Bengals, Steelers, Texans, Titans. And then you got Niners, Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks, Ravens, Browns. This is division week, boys.
It definitely,
This is division week. This is upset central. Holy shit. Sunday Night Football, Lions, Eagles, and cap it off with Cowboys, Raiders on Monday Night Football.
This is another hard dark horse week.
Well, yeah, for you.
He's trying to scrape off the ground with one of them.
Oh, come on. I called the Browns a few weeks back. Come on.
That was like 5 weeks ago.
I don't care. It's still
People
matters.
don't forget.
Yeah. People don't forget. That was in the first grade.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Can you scroll back up?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Hold on. Right there. Stop. Go back down. A little down. Right there. I'm going to do it 3 weeks in a row.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You ain't talking about it. I'm out of here.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
You're taking the
Do it
Falcons,
for real. Yeah. Go with the Falcons again. Bro, they should have got the Colts. That should have been the dark horse. They should have won. They gave it up late. I believe Colts got a. If it wasn't for Jonathan, dude, if it wasn't for Taylor, dude, 83-yard run to come back, their passing game was nonchalant. So to go against the Panthers, I feel in my third pick in a row would be. I think the Falcons can do it this week. So that's going to be mine, Joe.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, they don't have Michael Vick, too. I was just going to say this week, the Michael Vick Falcons.
Come on, man. Come on. You already know.
Oh, I knew he was doing something. He just didn't pick up and leave for nothing.
Oh, man. All right, so my pick.
Give me some Falcons. Come on.
Both of you can concede, man. Falcons should have won that game. It was
Oh,
close.
love me some Falcons. Come on.
All right.
You gotta win. I'm actually gonna go one down. Two down. I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville beating the Chargers. Jacksonville's at home. Hopefully they'll prove something and beat the Chargers. I'm not gonna do it because we need it, but that's what I'm feeling. And I'm gonna shout out Shy. I see you in the comments, Shy.
I like it. I like it.
You see how they get on? You see how they get along?
I was leaning that way a little bit.
Pick on me. Go ahead.
You're in the middle.
Yeah. I was leaning that Jag. The Jag's a good pick. I like that. I was liking that one. I'm leaning a couple different ways here. I think I'm gonna pull a Tim. And I got the Bengals with the upset over the Steelers to get right back on track before Joey B comes back.
He's on my IR.
Joey F
He's on
is
my IR.
holding it down. You know?
He was in the building today. So
my honorable mention would be the Vikings over the Bears.
that was my thought too. Yeah.
And my hot take, I don't got one of those.
Yeah.
Titans will get their second win. They'll beat the Texans.
George was gonna say the Chiefs. He saw it. I saw it coming out, and he's like, "No, I can't do that on Broncos Bros."
Why would you ever even think those words? You're
yeah.
dismissed. You're out of here. We don't slander around here, all right? This is now the Montoya and Medlock show.
The 2 mile highs.
Are you done?
No.
No, you said. Oh no, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. No, I like those. I like those dark horses. Boys. We got a few more comments here. He said, I get that. Dominant's coming in, not 100%. Wouldn't it be smart to have another option? Well, yeah. Like Jaleel, yeah, just not the other sorry bum. Jai Vargas, what's up? You hyped.
What up, Shy?
Patriots look so good. Not gonna lie, Patriots balling.
Mm-hmm.
Drake May made a few plays this weekend that I was like, man, he's in his bag. He's showing that he's potentially going to be a good quarterback.
And Vrabel has them boys ready to play every week. So, oh yeah.
Yeah, Vrabel.
Hey,
Nice.
Shy, one thing, man. I love all your stuff that you do to get us all hyped up for the game mode, man. You're a great dude. Hope to meet you one day, but great part of the network.
Yes, man.
Yeah, Shy Vargas is cool. Make sure you tune in.
That pregame, the way that ends a pregame, it gets me ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gets it all shiped, you know. Be ready to go like this.
Very nice.
Oh man. You know, it's been a while. I don't think we've done this segment in a while. So I think we should get a little feisty tonight, and we should get some smoke. I think somebody needs all the smoke tonight, you know. There's a lot of people that should be called out in this bad run that we've been having offensively. So
I like that one.
Oh yeah. Hypey. So, with all the smoke segment, it could be across the league. It could be Broncos related. It could be media related. But what have you heard over 10 weeks of this season that you just need to call somebody out and give them some smoke? Team related, franchise, player, coach. You guys got anybody in mind?
Oh yeah.
I'll go first. I'll go ahead, Joe. If you want to go ahead.
Yeah, man. Well, the person we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, Sean Payton, man. Sean Payton. The offense is just not there, man. Like, and hasn't been there. You know, Dallas is the only game we really had a really good game in. But like Keith was saying, four rushing attempts against the Texans, and then none in the second quarter to Dobbins. And then, like we just said, the 3rd and 1 double pass. Man, it's been a very frustrating season to watch this offense that I think has the potential to at least score points and move the ball and, you know, make something happen, but they just aren't doing it. And I think like we were first thinking, it's just maybe some of the different players out there. I now it's totally on Sean, and man, he's got to figure it out and work with these guys. And like you said, stop trying to force his ways to work and work with the ways that are going to actually be good for the team. So that's what my smoke's going to, because dang, Sean, dang.
Damn, Sean. Like it. I like it.
I think the smoke that I'm going to put up, Riley Moss, because week after week, they're acting like he's not a great CB, man. They act like he's not doing his part. No PS2, and I'm not saying he's PS2 by all means. But how lucky are we to have a number 2 CB to fill in a role the way Riley Moss talks, and the way the mainstream media talks about him is ridiculous. I think Denver fans are the only ones that talk about Riley Moss like he's a great CB. I mean, dude, in my mind, he's Pro Bowl bound. I mean, whatever that's said or whatever, but I want to like literally say, like, get off his ass already. Let him be him. Like, he's gonna do it either way. He didn't let up a touchdown. Like when PS2 went out, like he's in there doing what he needs to do. And shout out to the whole secondary for putting it down, because some of those sacks came from a secondary point of view, right? You know what I mean? Like there's nowhere to throw, so someone breaks open and makes a sack. So my smoke, like, get off Riley's ass and just realize how great of a player he is.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I'm
Let's get on the round now. Go ahead.
One more thing with Sean Payton when he went out there and told Will Lutz,
Oh, this is my turn.
straight through. Well, man, somebody needs to go out there and tell him straight down the field. Straight down the field.
Like this. Sean,
Down the
hand the
field.
ball off. Hand the ball off. Right down the middle. Oh, man, no. I mean, a lot of those are all good. I mean, I love to give all that smoke to Sean. Hey,
What up?
what's going on? I want to give all the smoke to Dak for missing the fucking Monday night show. Unfucking believable. Left me here with these guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Here's a guy.
Here's the guy. I know he's laughing over there. I just want to make him laugh. We miss you out here. Much love, brother. Know you're working.
Yes,
I want to give some smoke to the media about their stance on Vance Joseph, because I don't know, I've seen a lot of mix and match, but a lot of what I've seen is that Vance Joseph is still fraudulent because these players are making him look so good, as if he didn't help build this team and put them in positions to win and build the best front in football. Almost as if we talked about the Eagles last year with their front, what they were doing. That's where this front has gone in just a season turnover. And my smoke mostly for the hatred, but put some respect on some Vance Joseph love, and that ever since that 70 freaking burger got hung on her head,
It all turned around.
everything in that moment changed. And we've been nothing but dominant and improving. And next man up, how many guys are still subbing in? I have never seen a rotation of a front seven, which is more like a front 11, because I see so many different guys in the game making an impact. So I want to give some smoke for not appreciating our front as much as they should, because our back end has been so secondary focused with all our drafts. PS2, of course, Riley, you got Jade Barron, Chris Abrams-Drain. Like, that's all they're talking about. But you got to give love, like you said, DeAndre Tillman. I was freaking hyped when he got another one, because he was my player of the game when he got that first one. That's a dog. And he's returning it like he's put him on return.
Yeah.
Put him in there.
Yeah.
63 eligible.
6'3".
Yeah. Yeah. No, but that's a little bit of my smoke. I do see him giving some love to Vance Joseph, but I just don't see them giving the love about the team that we built throughout.
Dude, he's
you
the
know?
best. He's the best defensive coordinator in the league, hands down. Like, I don't care what anyone says. I mean, he kills it, man. Like, he had his struggles as a head coach, but you could see the frustration looking at Sean Payton. Like, help me out a little bit. Like, I can't do this, every second of every game. So I just hope that that offense can help out the defense.
Yeah, that's what we're praying for. We want a good offensive. That's why I got Bo as my player of the game going into the week, because he's gonna bring us back down to earth before the bye week. He's gonna relax. He's gonna hit us with that Aaron Rodgers.
He's gonna relax.
Just relax. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're coming for them Chiefs, and then I'll put it up here just because it's all family and it's Dak's wife. But Biala says, I think the Broncos are going to lose to the Chiefs. Be noted, she's a Raiders fan, so she's just salty.
Yeah, so when we were at the game, and I figured we had some really cool. There were not bad Raiders fans up in our section that we were sitting at. So, it was all fun, and everybody's having a good time. But when we knew that we were going to win,
third quarter,
I ran down behind these 3 Chiefs fans that was making a little rhyme about them losing, and then about us playing KC next week, and yeah, that's why I kind of lost my voice as well too. But yeah, it was a hell of a fun time. Yes.
Did you guys get nachos?
No.
Unbelievable.
We did not. We did not.
Failures.
We should have.
That's why we only scored. That's why we only scored 10 points. Did you need nachos?
Yeah. The routine wasn't there, bro.
No, the routine wasn't there.
Yeah, you know what's up. I will say Libre had some tacos for us, though, so that was nice. Oh
yeah, that's nice. That's
shout out
nice.
to Libre.
Shout out Libre.
Shout out Libre.
Shout out Libre. We be killing it.
Hey, on that note, with Libre, man, he was out there on that field pulling the Colorado flag out. He pulled the tailgate down early, but everybody knew the rhyme and reason why. And what an honor for Libre to have, man. What a true Bronco. Like you said, he's up for Bronco Fan of the Year and whatnot. So, dude, anything that Libre does is just die hard, bleed orange and blue. And I just want to give a shout out to Libre real quick.
Shout out. Yeah, it was nice to meet you. Libre. That was it was really fun. Even though I didn't get to the tailgate that early, it was still fun to hang out with y'all for a little bit and to meet you and man, feel that Bronco spirit.
Heck yeah. Libre's freaking cool beans, man. He's down to earth. He be killing it. The tailgates are always a blast. Go see him in seats in.
And his family and the friends, whoever was right there, they were very cool too. Very nice.
It's always love. It's always love over there. They always got it going on. They're always hospitality. Hostess with.
Well, then when he had to pull out the flag, it had to be on the windiest game of the year, right? Because Libre, was like, man, yeah, he's like that flag, man, and I was like, and then we went live on the pregame, me, him, and Joe, for 30 seconds or so, but must appreciate it because my daughters and my sister and her mom were all able to be a part of that for a little bit, even though he pulled the tailgate down early, but he told them all what's up, and everyone knows. I mean, not that everyone doesn't already know who Libre is, but thanks for being so having so much hospitality.
Yeah, absolutely. He's super solid, super solid. I was trying to pull up fantasy, but it's not working on my computer. We're on our way back, though. We're on our way back in the fantasy.
I'm ahead of you. That's all that matters.
For now.
Yeah, Georgia's coming. Georgia's coming, dude. Georgia's coming.
I'm on my way. And he's got to play me this week, without Jonathan Taylor.
So exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Even if you can't pull it up, let's talk about this a little bit. I play George next week on our fantasy. Dak's in it, Jay's in it, a bunch of good people. I play him next week with no Jonathan Taylor, and Garrett Wilson just got hurt. So I don't have him. So I'm going to go play George next week without two of my biggest people. So I'm trying to figure some stuff out. So whoever wants to make a trade for me to beat George, just let me know, and then we can get this done.
I'm the commissioner. That's not how it works.
You can't deny it. Just
you did on my tempo. Negative. I'm gonna drop your whole team before you play me next week.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, I would never.
Yeah,
It'll be a fun game. It'll be a fun game to see how the standings play out. It'll be a good mix-up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're both 5-5. We're both right there. He's got me in points, but if I get him in record, your points won't matter.
I don't want to talk about it no more.
Yeah. Oh man, no, it's gonna be a good time. But besides the game and stuff, we never really talked about. How was your guys' weeks? How was the week leading up to the game last week, and how excited about you the week leading up to this game?
Well, last week we were kind of uncertain if we were going to go. The tickets we thought we had weren't. We didn't
Bronco
have
did.
them. Yeah. Shout out Bronco did, but I understand. And then we were debating, and then we found some tickets, and 2 days before on Tuesday, and then it was a fun 2 days waiting to go, and then Thursday was definitely fun before the game, fun during the game, even though it was a bad game, and even fun after the game. And seen our boy Vince, a couple other, like Tim said, he's seen his some other fam, and it's a good time. And this week, man, a little nervous, ain't gonna lie, but ready for the week. Yost was Ty in the chat. He was in our Orange and Blue Network chat. He said he's ready, and I think I'm ready too. I just need to hear that Shy Vargas get shiesty before the game and get me all the way ready.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So going in to the Thursday night game,
Where's your other ball?
Trying to get tickets, like Joe said, this and that. I thought my brother George might pull it off to go. He didn't. Tried to take him to the Nuggets game the Wednesday night before. That didn't happen. But going into the tailgate, it was all great, man. It was just, man, you don't realize how many Raiders fans are here until you actually go to a Raider Bronco fan. It was, dude, I'm not lying. It was like 60-40. Broncos 60, Raiders 40. So, you got all of that going on, and I'm just trying to keep it going, like trying to keep the norm, like just be excited and not, fight with these Raider fans and whatnot. But we sat next to a great couple of people, which all subscribed to the network, which was awesome. And to be there with Joe going on, he's running down and up and down the steps and doing this and Broncos this, and I saw my cousins and all that stuff, and then to rub it in George's face after the next day, was nice. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was fine. The worst game of the year. I'm glad you guys went, enjoyed the vibes and all that. Vibes are cool, but I like watching good games.
Hey, we went to week 1. It was the same thing.
We put 20 points up in week 1. Not 10.
I'll give you that.
We doubled. 10, not 10. Okay.
How was your week, Georgie?
My week was good, man. My week was filled with a whole lot of anxiety and disappointment and sadness, but also, understandable. It was probably the most relaxed weekend I've had in years. Because, as I said, I had my whole thing going on, so I couldn't go to the game. But I legit had from Thursday to Sunday, like, no kids, to literally just sit here at home, watch football all day, watch movies, fall asleep in my pajamas, do whatever I wanted. It was a good time. So I got a lot of relax. I got a lot of, rest. And it was a great time leading up to the week, leading up to the weekend. Then we won, in horrible fashion, but we won. So W is the W in that case because we don't want to lose to the Raiders. That's not acceptable. But I did get it to work, so we're going to run through it. I'm taking down the number 1 team again. Sean, I hope you're watching. Take those L's, all right? That's my revenge game. He beat me. My revenge game is here. And look at Dak. Look at Dak taking down the number 2 team.
Oh, Dak did it this week.
Dak did it this week, helping us out, keeping us in it. Oh, look who pulled it off. Jolene pulled it off.
Oh, my gosh.
She got it done. She got it done again, which helps us. Mile High Man goes to 5-5 with us. We out here. And Jay got himself a dub, and he goes to 5-5. We got a slander of 5-5.
Look at these wins. I got to put up like 160 to win. This is ridiculous.
Here comes, okay, here's you, 160, sure.
Not this week. Garrett
I know. You caught D. Wilkins. D. Wilkins, shout out D. Wilkins. He's playing, but he's been having a rough season,
Yeah.
But here's the standings before tonight, before the game ends. Sean was 1. I think only Jolene won out of the top 5.
I think so. I think I gave her. I think I gave her her first loss. But man, it took some effort. Dude, the points scored against her is ridiculous. Like, shout out to her. A win's a win.
She's getting it done. She's getting the dubs. We'll see what happens. But shout out the Broncos Bros League. It's been a fun time. We've been having a blast. Now, I would say we're getting here right about time. I've been trying to brainstorm and then manage all this at the same time, but
do you mind if I do one, George?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
This is a Mile High Outcast one. It's called Mile High Memory. And what we do here is talk about a certain player. Nothing too crazy tonight. Won't dig too deep into the pocket. I want to bring up Steve Atwater. What do you guys know, whether it was college, NFL career, Super Bowls or whatever? What are your guys' takes on what kind of player he was or a favorite play? What's your Mile High memory about Steve Atwater? Either of you guys can go first.
Well, if I'm gonna go first, then I remember him and Dennis Smith because that was like right when I was really starting to watch football, and man, them two safeties were they were solid. And the play I really remember, of course, is what everybody remembers him by when he stopped Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye. Monday Night Football. Met him right in the hole, shut him down. But he still had many other great plays and some great years, and man, very good Bronco safety for us. That's for sure. One of our best.
So I'll say Atwater was my favorite, safety growing up. He was the epitome of what you want to be as a free safety.
Your position.
Playing around the field, knocking people's heads off, letting them know that you don't want to come around here. But even if you're out there, I'm gonna still come get you. He was nasty in the box. Obviously the Okoye play, but I kind of get a little off track because I'm remembering the first Mile High memories we did with the Bronco Raider history. And because of the big hitting ability, I'm remembering a play that I wish I would have talked about then from Al Wilson.
Okay.
On the fourth down and goal, they were trying to, come down to win the game and went for it. And he freaking dove in and stuffed dude right at the line of scrimmage, fourth and one. And it kind of reminded me of the Steve Atwater-esque type player, so my hats off my memories were always just that hard hitting guy that changed the game in so many ways.
Definitely. Great take. I mean, we can all agree on the Christian Okoye, right? Hit. But what about the Super Bowl hit, 32, when he knocked him, three players out at one time? You know what I mean? He came in so hot, dude, because he never – George, you probably know this better than me and Joe. You played the position of safety. To get those hits, Atwater thrived on making that hit. You want to come across me? You want to lob that ball up? I'm coming. And he would get there in record time. Like, people underestimate Atwater's speed. Like, it's always his hitting ability, but dude was fast. And without Atwater, we wouldn't have pulled in back-to-back Super Bowls. Let's be real about that. Like, I'm not saying that we wouldn't have had a run, but Atwater was a huge part of that. And then eventually got let go, went to the Jets, or maybe it was a trade. I think he just got let go. But, I mean, they let him back for one game to retire in Denver, and that's what he deserves. So my Mile High memory is that Pat Bowlen let him back for one game to retire as a Bronco.
Yep, love that. That was great. That's fun to do a Mile High memory segment.
Thank you for that.
Of course. Watch the Mile High Outcast coming up on Thursday. Don't miss them. Show love. And always, every Monday night, Broncos Bro. We are. I want to do a 2-minute drill, but my brain has been steamrolling through things, and we've already been talking about a lot of things. And at this point, man, that's tough. It's a tough question.
How about you pull up a comment, Joe?
All right. Yeah.
You have to choose another AFC West team to be a fan of. Which team do you choose?
I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer for that.
If I had to choose, it'd be Baltimore.
No, they got us in the playoffs. No.
I guess Seattle.
The Texans.
Seattle's not even AFC no more.
No, he said AFC West team.
Oh, AFC West. Oh, I didn't see
AFC West.
Oh, yeah.
No. Seattle.
No answer. Zero answer.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It was at Seattle back in the day.
Yeah.
That's the only acceptable answer.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Now I get it.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know about that. Oh, no, that's a good one. He says, he remembers Steve. Keith said he remembers Steve Atwater taking out Dennis Smith for one of the final plays in the Super Bowl win.
That's when Tim was talking about, yeah.
Yep. That was good.
I don't think it was Dennis Smith, though. That was Crockett. Wasn't it Ray Crockett?
Maybe he was in the back-to-back.
It might have been Crockett, actually.
But good take.
I'd have to go back and watch because I don't remember that one. But I just want to say, Tim's going to lose fantasy this week, so he's going to be real sad. But no, this week's over. This last week's over. This week we're already past that. But oh man. So who do you think will finish with the most receiving yards this season for the Broncos? But
Jeez.
that will be whoa.
Come on, George.
What the heck was that? Where's the timer at? It didn't pop up. It's gone. I don't know. It usually just pops up. I'm gonna go look for it.
Well, while you look for it, let's pull this up. Shai says, let's talk about the Broncos game coming up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Shai, comment again exactly what you want to talk about, but I will say this. We're coming up against these Chiefs. We got to come out strong. We got to come out very effective. We got to come out throwing this ball. We got to get Dobbins to run the ball before we can throw the ball. We got to get Ingram involved. Our defense is going to be there, Shai, no matter what. What I will say is game planning. And anybody in the comments that wants to agree or disagree, please put your take in. We'll put it up on the screen. What I want everybody to know, it starts with Sean. Bo, if he gets a game plan, good game plan, he's gotta be on it. And Ingram and Dobbins have to be way more involved. You can't just stop running the ball to Dobbins for absolutely no reason. You got to get Ingram involved. You got to stop targeting Franklin so much. And you got to get Sutton some jump balls in that end zone.
And the like we kind of talked about this earlier, but you know, especially got to get Dobbins going, and then from Dobbins getting going, you can get the play action going, and then we start getting some guys in the open field, and get that offense rolling. And then like we were talking about earlier, special teams. We got the punt block last week, and even last week against the Raiders, Crawshaw had a couple of punts that were not so good. So we need him to get on track, and punting like he did in the first couple of weeks. Man, he was killing it. Pinning them deep and everything like that. So we got to have our special teams.
You gave him flowers one week. I remember that.
Yeah, because he was pinning them like within the 10. So we just got to get him back there, and as long as we are solid in all phases of the game, offense, defense, special teams, and do not have no crazy penalties, we dang sure have a really good chance of pulling it off at home against the Chiefs.
Georgia?
Absolutely, they should. With this Chiefs game, like I said, it is the prove-it game of the year. It's the game that we have to win in order to solidify ourselves as being serious threats in the AFC overall, where everybody should fear coming to Denver or us going to, I think everybody is already worried about coming to Denver, but they should be worried about us overall. Playing us in the playoff game shouldn't be how the Bills looked at us last year. The shell of a team that we were, not actually capable of winning those close games or even being competitive. So this game will be the make or break game for me. This is the game that we need to solidify, go into the bye weekend 9-2, and come out ready to just win that back half of the season. Now, I can't figure out this stupid stopwatch. It didn't come up, so I'm a failure.
We can just do our takes on it.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on Finding a freaking clock here. It's like a share my
I got.
screen.
How about we just do our takes? We don't need the 2-minute drill if you can't pull it up.
Yeah, true. All right, do your take. Who's gonna finish the season leading receiving for the Broncos?
I'm gonna say something I don't want to say, but I think it's gonna be Franklin because Bo throws to him so much. It should be Sutton, to be honest with you. Ingram should be in the mix too, but Sutton should have the most receiving yards. He's open. He's big, he's an end zone wide receiver, like all of that. But Franklin gets targeted so much, I think he'll end up with the most receiving yards.
Okay. Go ahead, Joe.
I don't want to agree with Tim, but that's how it's playing out with the amount of targets that Franklin's getting. Like he's getting a lot of targets, but coming down towards the end of the season and into the playoffs, I think it's going to have to be Sutton. You're going to have to get the ball to your big receiver. You're going to have to get him down the field. You're going to have to get him, short. You're just going to have to use your bigger receiver a lot more than Franklin. And that's not to take away from Franklin. He just doesn't have the body and the size that can create some space like Sutton can. So if we can get Sutton and Franklin up there in good numbers, more better. But I definitely think you got to use your down the field threat a little more. And Franklin has more speed, I would say, I guess. But Sutton's got that big body and the leaping. 1-on-1, I'd rather have him down the field than Franklin.
Okay. No, I like those takes. So it's a little tough for me, but I will say Sutton will probably finish the year with more yards, but I think our best receiver in the second half of the season will be Marvin Mims. He will come back healthy, and he'll have that same surge he had last year where he's going to go off for a great stretch, and he's going to help open up our offense again because we're missing – people are forgetting what we've been missing with Marvin Mims. Not only on special teams, but on offense next to Troy Franklin. All that speed was helping everybody else get open. Adding him back to that lineup is going to open up our offense so much more, and I think he's going to get those big play opportunities again to where he'll stack up heavy yards in minimal targets.
Yeah, but who do you say is going to have the most receiving
Sutton.
yards overall? Sutton?
Yeah, Sutton I think will finish with the most. I think the most. Bo's going to have to go back to a security blanket and stop forcing the issue. He's going to have to go back to rhythm, and rhythm right now is only with Sutton, from what we've seen. But with rhythm comes unorthodox because now you can step into a rhythm play and bounce out of it, and you got one-on-one Troy down the field or Marvin down the field or Ingram across the middle. You have other options. When Cortland's getting the ball, your offense is better.
Well, let me ask you that. If Mims comes back, I don't think he's going to be a punt returner at all. He's too fresh off. I don't think they're going to put him in that position. Maybe 2 touches for the game. I don't think Mims is going to be a big factor in the KC game. Like, Sean Payton's so cautious right now about everything, or conservative, however you want to word
If he's
it.
healthy enough to play, he's going to be playing at full strength, which means doing exactly what you did.
You don't think he'll be catching punts?
Yeah. You don't want
Joe?
you don't want Bandy out there. You don't want Band-Aid out there.
I'd much rather have Mims out there, even if he's fair catching everything. I would much rather have that.
That's a good take right there.
Yeah,
fair catching it. I don't think he. I just
He
don't
might.
think
He might not. He might not go for a touchdown. I'm not saying he's going to go for a touchdown, but if you give him the opportunity where he doesn't have to fair catch it, he's in a much more dangerous position to hurt you than the Band-Aid.
No,
back there. So
I agree.
100%. Mims is going to be utilized. He's not going to be on the field if he can't do what he's supposed to do as a player. If you can't perform how you're supposed to help the team, you're not going to play. Like, why re-injure yourself if you're really not ready to play? And, like, it's still up in the air, 6-7. We don't know. So if he does play, I presume that it's with full intention that he is healthy enough to perform in his role. But also, just having him there is going to be a distraction too. Maybe he's a decoy.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. I mean, not to take it off into a different sport, but you remember when the Bulls won their 6th championship, Scottie Pippen was nothing but a decoy because of his back. He wasn't performing, but he was in there as a decoy. So my point is, if Mims in, they're going to be worried. Is he full strength? Is he not? I just don't think he's going to be returning the pump. Like Joe's take, fair catch it all day. I agree with that. But I don't believe like he's actually going to be Mims right off the bat. And I mean, if I get proven wrong, great. I'll gladly take that. But I just don't see him in a major role in the game in Kansas City if he's eligible.
That's an understandable take, from an Ohio State fan. He'll teach you, and I'm yelling boomer at you when you call me. Did you see Marvin Mims? We'll see. We'll see. No, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, look who showed up. Uncle Todd says hi, guys, and great podcast. I'm a little concerned about the Broncos offense. Yeah, a little concerned for sure.
Uncle Todd, what's up? That's
Uncle Todd. Uncle Todd of the network.
Yeah, thanks for the ride home the other day.
Hey, shut up.
Uncle Todd, make sure we all got him safe from the game.
Heck yeah. You got it. Much love. But shoot.
Shy had a comment too. He said,
Shy said, do you think Kansas City gets a good defense?
We kind of talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
I think they have a formidable defense. It's not a great defense. It's not a good defense, but they still have a decent pass rush, and they got some people out there that can cover and will take advantage of any kind of a bad throw or any kind of a, just anything they can take advantage of. So we definitely got to be on our toes, and it's going to be a good test for the offense. Like I was saying earlier, we haven't been able to score on any defense really too much. So except Dallas.
I was going to say the Raiders held us to 10 points, so.
Yeah.
I'd say their defense is way better than the Raiders' defense.
Yeah.
Well, the Raiders always come to play the Broncos, so it's one of those.
But so do the Chiefs.
Well, no, yeah, I get that. I mean,
it's not the same rivalry, but as of late, for the winning teams, like that are actually
as of
threatening
late,
each other,
it became more Kansas City. Kansas City was always even more than the Chargers, and then even when the Seahawks were AFC West, Raiders were always the biggest, but Kansas City grew into a bigger rivalry. So to like younger generation, this and that, like if they see it as KC, but that Raider rivalry never goes away. I mean, this has been happening. I mean, since 70s, 70s, and it's what I will say is I don't think KC's defense is anything. I feel if we put a game plan together, they don't have a chance against us. Not with our defense. If our offense shows up, KC, nothing, in my opinion, unless the refs get involved. But I think that we should be able with Ingram, Sutton, Franklin, Dobbins, Harvey. You're not going to like this, but Bidet. But
you would like water up your butt.
We should have a structured game plan to do it. So
yeah, as long as
I think our offense. Yeah.
No. I mean, if we can just get our offense together, there's not many defenses that could stop us. We'd be able to perform and move the ball constantly if we were just in sync all the time. But we're not. We're the Backstreet Boys. We're not in sync.
like that one.
George was a boy band fan, huh?
You know,
Yeah.
hey, it's just it's very fitting.
He had a New Kids on the Block poster in his room, and it was
It's
listening.
like we got down with it. We got down with it. No, but I think it'll be a good game. We'll see what happens. You got predictions before we get off here?
I will say, oh gosh, I'm gonna say
What are you gonna say?
15 to 10 Broncos.
Oh my God!
Not a high scoring game. We're gonna put down Mahomes. I mean, I am not gonna say this is a high scoring game at all. So 15 to 7. I'm really not thinking.
Which one is it?
I'm gonna go 15-10 Broncos final.
All field goals.
All field goals.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I gotta kind of be realistic here, man. I want to go say 42-3, but no, I can't. So 15-10, all field goals.
Oh man! All right, I'll go. Let's go. Now let's go 23-17 Broncos. I
don't look confident.
I want to go more. I just every week I keep trying to say we're going to do something, with offense or defensive touchdown. I even last week before we went in the game, I said we're going to get 2 defensive touchdowns. Man, we didn't get one. Barely got 1 offense touchdown. So, I'm optimistic, but yeah, we'll go 23-17 Broncos.
Can't like it. I got the Broncos winning 23-20.
Well, I hope we stop them from getting that last drive.
No, they're just not going to block. They're just not going to block the game-winning field goal this time.
It has to be clock management has to be there because Sean Payton does not have clock management when it comes down. Our 2 losses were because of that. So let's be real. If it's that last drive, oh my gosh. I mean, and I will say this: out of all 3 of us, none of us had a confident prediction. We all looked a little scared of what the score was going to be. So.
I just don't think. I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
I've been predicting us to have like tight games and stuff like that. I've been predicting us to also score 20 points, but we'll see. We'll see. We gotta be optimistic, and like I said, maybe it's been it's a trap. Maybe it's been a trap the whole time, and we just been lollygagging along just so we could unleash the playbook against Kansas City. Maybe Sean wants to have a master class.
I'm all for it.
I hope you're right in everything. If that's the game, if that's the season plan, I will literally go on.
After that, we can just keep riding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd be like, oh yeah, somebody wasn't worried. Yeah, no, but I don't know. Like I said, how much faith do you have to do it? Because we all thought we were going to stop the Raiders after the Dallas game, and that didn't happen. Now we got to go against KC. So I don't know, man. I think Bo. Like, if I can ask you guys a quick question, because I know we're probably getting close. Yeah. George is going to shut it down, but audibling. What do you think Bo can do better?
Audible to some run plays. When a 3rd and 1 is called and it's a double pass, say, guys, we ain't doing that. We're going to run this damn ball.
I think he just needs to stand up to Sean a little bit more. I think we need to see some of that resilience, that like get back, kind of take some of it onto his own. Have some of that fire. Step into the fire with him, If you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. Go step into that fire with Sean and tell him, like, I ain't running that. Omaha, you know, fucking get in there, bro. Get in there and do something better. Like, do something. So, but I do think he's still learning. You know, he didn't come from an NFL offense. He came from a
spread,
snap it, go fast. You know, he's still adjusting to that high tempo, understanding how to adjust their line and what players to throw in different formations and who to call on the hot route, because you don't really know if this guy's going to come. You just know you need to slide your protection in case he does come. So he's overthinking things too much.
Do you think like, in all honesty, like, do you think he can look at somebody that's Blitz? Is he coming or is he not? Or is he just guessing at this point? Like, because I kind of agree with what you said.
I think he knows where things are at, but I think he feels like he's getting more pressure than he really is.
Yeah.
He's scared to step up into some of those throws because maybe he doesn't want to catch his hand on a helmet, or he feels the pressure, so he leans a little bit away so he doesn't just get drilled. You know, he leans with it and then sails the ball. He just doesn't trust his mechanics enough, or maybe he's a little scared to get drilled by some of these hits that are coming in. You know, he's leaning away. As
you were saying that, that's what my take was. I really didn't think about it until you were just talking about it. Maybe he is scared of the fucking hit. You know what I mean? Like,
they're getting in there. I won't say our offensive line has been the best pass blocking, but also a lot of teams are blitzing us because Bo isn't setting his feet in the quick play. He was drafted because of his quick decision making. He can get the ball out, bam, bam, bam. When he's all out blitz, he doesn't sit there and bam. He backs up, and then now he's throwing a lob, and he's throwing it off his sidearm, and you don't really know what he's doing with the ball, and it's off target. They're getting him off his throwing stance.
Yeah, off his rhythm.
Getting off his throwing stance. He's getting him off his leveled, poised pocket presence, feet are right. You know, Peyton Manning, pat, 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 throw the ball. Like, no matter what, no matter the danger, you saw the QBs we watched growing up, they all just pat, pat, step up, slide, slide. He isn't doing that yet. So I think he's still learning how to move in the pocket as a pocket passer in the NFL. That you can't get out of everything with crazy throws. Your arm's not that good.
And I agree with that. You remember Jake Plummer days? He was.
Plummer was nasty. Plummer, I'd say, had a better arm than Bo.
But they adjusted to Jake Plummer because he went out of the bootleg.
Yeah.
So if he's not a pocket passer, why are we not adjusting to what he needs to do? Roll out of the pocket like in a bootleg situation.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out our play calling. That's exactly what it comes back to.
But on that note, Shy said he believes that the Broncos offense will be better this week.
I hope so, Shy. I hope so. Shy, you better hype us up, man, because we need to win this week, man. I'm going to be watching on that pregame.
Get hyped on the pregame will be fire. Definitely appreciate you guys jumping in. I think we're going to call it a night. Been on a while.
Hey, hold on real quick. Jalen Hurts to Saquon Barkley, 41-yard pass.
I just want to shout out my mom and dad. I know they're watching.
Yeah, Saquon.
Coaching my mom. I know you guys are watching. One of these days, my mom will say something in the comments, and I'll put it up there.
Shout out, Coach. Yeah. Shout out to your mom. Appreciate you.
Coach.
Appreciate you tuning in.
One of my cousins is in the comments on Isaiah's show one time. So, at least he's tuning in.
Get in the comments.
Shout him out too.
Shout out. Appreciate you. Like, share, and subscribe.
Shout out to Uncle Todd. Thank you for always tuning in to all of us.
Shout out Dak. Appreciate you, Dak.
Shout out Dak. Shout out to everyone.
On the Blue Network.
Go Broncos.
Make sure you tune in Friday. Special episode of the Broncos Bros. We're going to have a special guest on. So,
nice. And Thursday.
When we got our Friday episodes, it's always fire. But tune in Thursday night as well for the Outcasts.
Go Broncos.
Even Broncos, bro.
Do We're leaving Broncos, bro, when we hit that field. Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know. So tune in tight as we break it down slow. Broncos bros forever, let the whole world know.